fingers are doing weird things. I got muscle pain in my arm. Says I know exactly what it is, so I'll be going to bed early tonight. That's what I do.
Time now for News Extra, and with our program this morning, here is Kevin Mooney.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. We have Beth Linowski here. The annual MS Walk is coming up this month. As a matter of fact, not that far away. It's 2 weeks from this Saturday. April 23rd is when it is. And Beth is here to tell us all about it. So how you doing?
Doing good today.
Good, good. Beth and I share the fact that we both have MS, and so this walk's kind of important for both of us, and a lot of people participate in this, don't they?
It seems to be that people will show up and they'll say, "Oh, my father has it," or "I have an uncle or a cousin or a friend that has it." I mean, it's amazing when you start looking around. You know more people who have MS. You just don't see it.
Yeah, it's a disease that a lot of people, I don't think most people would know that I've got it. Most people probably wouldn't know that you have it.
No.
We're one of the fortunate ones that we can still live pretty much a normal life with the disease, but there are others that can't do that necessarily.
We have several people in our group. There's a couple who use walkers, and at one time there was one guy who came in, he had a wheelchair. And I love that because he'd bring his dog in.
Yeah.
And, you know, he'd walk his dog in. That was his thing. But that's great. You know, keep a sense of humor and just keep going, and don't just sit back and say, "Oh, I have MS, I can't do anything," because you can do things, probably not as well or as much as you'd like to do them, but just keep moving.
Yeah, you just kind of reel it in a little bit, and just go ahead and do the things you're supposed to do. Sometimes I don't necessarily do that as well as I should, but nevertheless, that's kind of the idea.
Well, your body kind of lets you know that you can't do what you used to be able to do.
Yeah. All right. So we have the MS Walk here on the 23rd of April. Tell us all about it, what the event.
Okay. Yeah, you can register at the ms.org, or if you show up and you haven't registered, that's fine. You can register there at the walk and give us your money. We'll put it in the envelope and send it back to them. It's great. We ask you to show up at 7:30 to register in and things like that, and then kind of everybody groups around, and then at 8 o'clock we say it's time to walk. So then you walk as far as you want or as much as you want, and you can come back. And you know, it's just great to get together with people and visit with each other, and kind of experiences that you've had and that and everything. Last year they really had it was a fun time. It was almost like a circus. You had people showing up in tutus, and you had dogs showing up, and it was fun.
Yeah, showing up in costumes and everything. It was kind of neat, right?
It was great. It was fun.
Yeah, and 7:30 is the check-in. 8 o'clock is the walk, and pretty important to register at midamericams.org, right?
Well, they would like you to, but then again, some people don't do. They just at the day of the walk they just say, "Oh, I want to walk," so then they show up, which is fine, no problem.
Yeah. So the walk goes from the YMCA parking lot down to the Riverside Zoo, and down there by Riverside Park, and then do we walking back? Or?
Yeah, you just walk back. Just walk down there and walk back, and again, you can walk as far as you want. And I mean, if you go 10 feet and come back, who cares? That's up to you.
Yeah, and so a lot of people who have MS, that might be a pretty long walk for some of them, right?
Right, and we start at that early in the morning because people with MS, heat is not a good thing. So it will wear you out faster than anything. So it's really great. You get up, you get there, and you walk and come back, and then you have the rest of the day to yourself.
Yeah, that's right. So it works out pretty good. And we're raising money here for research and organizational things, mostly for research. And we'll talk about that a little bit here right after this break.
A sale is going on right now.
All right, we'll talk about the research bit.
While we're raising your $2 instant savings and $12 rebate. Get a 1900 PSI electric pressure washer for only $99. Get half off a 4-pack of flammable LED flood books at $9.99. Get a 20-piece food storage set for just $11.99. Save big during Menards Crazy Days sale. Good while supplies last. Hurry, sale ends Sunday, April 10th.
Back on News Extra, we're talking about the MS Walk on the 23rd of April. Starts over at the YMCA parking lot, and we want to walk down the pathway over to Riverside Park, and then back. They'll probably have some water and some other things, refreshments available to help you out a little bit.
Yeah,
during the
we'll
walk.
have water there for you, and when you get back, we'll have a donut for you.
All right, very good. Beth Linowski here to talk about the walk. 7:30 check-in, 8 o'clock is the walk, and the idea is free will donations, whatever money you can raise as a team or a group,
Yes.
to help out with research and organizational things. Research, because the MS is one of those strange diseases that nobody really knows a whole lot about exactly why you get it. The cure is still looks like it's a ways away.
Yeah, well, that's just it. I mean, even people with MS, sometimes you wake up or you'll do something, you go, what am I doing now? What's happening? You don't know what's happening until after it happens, and then you figure it out. You're going, okay, must have been an MS thing, like you say, and
Yeah.
so you just keep going. I
Yeah.
just, every day I get up and go, well, I can walk again today, so we're doing okay.
That's one of the things I thank myself, because when I got mine, balance was a big thing. I know I walked in here about a month and a half or 2 months after my MS episode, and people were kind of, oh, you're not walking the same, you got a little bit of a limp, all that stuff. And I still do, even though most people, I don't think they recognize it,
Yeah.
but I know it's there.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're just thankful to be walking, and I know when I'm having a little bit of an episode with the tingling in my hands and stuff. You know when you get an episode like that, you need to rest. You need to do some things to kind of wind down a little bit.
Yeah, I know. We came back from vacation one time, and I got up and was getting ready for work, and I couldn't see out of my left eye, and I handed my husband my glasses. I said, "Here, clean these for me. I can't see."
Yeah.
So he did, and I'm going, "Oh, I still can't see." So I went to see my eye doctor, and then I went to see my neurologist, and they said, "Oh, you have a problem." I guess, yes, I do. I can't see. So it was optic neuritis, just in one eye, thank God. And so, of course, I was on a steroid to help reduce the inflammation and stuff like that, and that lasted for about 3 weeks, and then it went away. So this is stuff, things are going to happen like that. They may not last long, or they might last forever. Who knows? Yeah,
you just never know what's going to happen. But nevertheless, the research thing is something we really want to move forward on. It does seem like the people that get this disease, there's certain areas of the country, like Minnesota, this area of the country, places where the temperature extremes are pretty large from season to season. Right. Doesn't it seem like that's where most of the problem occurs? Yeah.
I've been told that we're kind of in an area from Denver down around to Kansas City and then back up. What they call the MS banner.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, that's not good, but yeah, it is. They say that if you live in a country that is near the equator, then you won't develop MS. But I met a lady who grew up in the equator in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
And she has MS.
Yeah.
And so again, what they thought before, they're going, oh, that's not right anymore. So it's just keeps changing all the time.
Yeah, it does all the time, no question about it. So anyway, help us find a cure for MS on Saturday, April 23rd. Raise awareness of the disease on the 23rd of April by going on this walk from the YMCA parking lot over to the Riverside Park. Again, free will donations is what we're kind of looking for. You can register at midamericams.org. And hopefully we'll get a good crowd. We usually do. Usually get a pretty good crowd.
It's been growing the last few years, so it's really great.
Yeah. All right. 7:30 check-in, 8 o'clock so walk on the 23rd of April.
Yes.
All right. Very good, Beth.
Thank you. Hope to see you all there.
You bet. All right. Huh?
That was simple enough.
That's right.